Hi, and welcome to another episode of D-LinkTV Q&A. I'm Mike, and I'm here with
Dave.
And we're here to answer your questions. If you point your browser to www.dlinktv.com, there's a little web form up in the corner that you can fill out and get your questions answered right here
On the show.
So today we're going to talk about some wireless connectivity.
Yes, that's the plan. And our first question is from Bill from Ocean Isle Beach in North Carolina. He says, I have a D-Link WBR 2310 wireless router, but can't find how to enable web encryption. There's nothing innately obvious or any button or folder on the CD that I can find which addresses this issue.
So, the button that you're looking for is on the left-hand side of the auto run menu of your CD that came with the router. You'll find page 51 shows what's on the screen right here, which actually walks you through step-by-step your WEP configuration. But a caveat is we highly recommend you use WPA2 and not WEP. WEP is easily crackable. We put it in our 802.11n routers because there are older devices that do not handle WPA, and it was requested by our users, but it is not part of the 802.11n standard.
That's correct.
So
that's it for that question?
Yes.
All right, next
leads
question.
into the next one.
Yes. Floyd from Durant, Oklahoma. He says, I see you provide general information about a secure home network. Could you provide more detailed and specific information about current encryption methods and how to do that in your products? I see ambiguity and uncertainty with your instructions that ship with the router.
Okay.
Again.
So on this one, if you look at page 66 of your router, you will see that it's defined none, good, better, best, best being WPA2, of course. The reason being is that is AES encryption, and it's the strongest wireless encryption that you can get at this point without using a proprietary solution.
That's right.
So, okay, next question.
Next question is from Brandon in Warner Robins, Georgia. How can I get a better connection on my laptop and I have the DIR 615?
Well, normally when you're having problems connecting, you have like a too low of a signal or something like that. It's normally the positioning of the router.
Right.
So one of the things we always suggest is to elevate your router, get it up, from where it's at. 802.11n provides plenty of signal strength and range. So there must be something else going on there.
Right. If you have your router tucked into the closet somewhere, behind a desk, that's typically when you're going to run into connection issues.
Yeah, you get blocked. So what we recommend is the ANT240230. And what this is this is not a booster antenna. 802.11n doesn't have any booster antennas because it's not really necessary. But what this is this will allow you to connect these. What you do is you unscrew the little antennas off the back of your router, and then you take and just screw these in place. Now the DIR 615 only has 2 antennas, so you wouldn't need the third one of these.
Right.
So what you would do is just connect that to the back, put this up on a shelf somewhere, or you can either, if you flip this down, you can screw this to the wall like that, and
you're good to go.
Yeah, that'll get you better range.
All right. The next question comes from Christine. She currently has a D-Link DI704UP wired router, which is an older router that we had, and she wants to go wireless. So what is the best way to do that? She has a printer, DustJet 5550, and a older scanner by Agfa. She wants to know how she can go wireless.
Okay, because she was using the the DI704UP is a wired router with a print server on it.
All right.
So she wants to make sure that she still has print server functionality.
That's correct.
What she can do is she can just connect a wireless access point to her router and then use her laptop wirelessly to connect to the access point, which will then talk to the print server on the DI704UP.
That's right.
She had asked whether or not she needs the DPR 1260, which is a 4-port
multifunction print server.
Right, multifunction print server. But I would go ahead and stick with what you have rather than buying the other part.
That way you know it works for sure. All you're adding is one component. You're not messing with the program too much, and you can just plug it in and you're good to go. Whereas if you kind of replaced everything, then you're not sure if things are compatible or not. You stated that some of the equipment you have is a little older, so I mean there's a risk of
you want to stick with what's working now,
right,
rather than take the chance of it not working later.
All right.
Okay, well, that's going to take care of it for this episode. Remember, if you have a question that you would like to have answered, go ahead and fill out the web form at www.dlinktv.com, and we'd be happy to answer it right here on the air.
That's right.
Thank you.
Thank you.